This is the Democratic Socialist Libertarian. I'm here with Dan Aymar-Blair. So, Dan, could you tell us what your organization is and what you're about?
Sure. I'm with the Article 20 Network, which is a human rights organization focused on the freedom of assembly. So through education, advocacy, social science, and legal services, we're doing everything we can to ensure that the right to protest is protected for future generations.
Yes, that's a fundamental First Amendment right. Do you see that being curtailed by our current government?
I'd say of all of our First Amendment rights, it's certainly the most limited by law, case law. What we're looking at in the United States specifically are time, place, and manner restrictions, permit fees and schemes, and other types of limitations that are like anti-protest laws that are cropping up across the United States that are putting a dampening effect and a chilling effect on the practice of assembly.
Yeah, it's not just assembly, but it seems like many of the Bill of Rights have been curtailed. Habeas corpus. You even go to cruel and unusual punishment. People being locked up without a lawyer. Torture, codified torture. Mm-hmm. Do you feel this is still a democracy, or are we living in an authoritarian police state?
I think we're drifting towards an illiberal democracy, which is something that we're seeing increasingly around the world, which are democracies in that there's elections and there's voting, but some of the basic freedoms and our human rights are limited and in the name of public order.
Something like what Sheldon Wolin called an inverted totalitarianism, right?
Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard that term, but that sounds interesting.
Yes, basically it's where they put on a spectacle election, you get to vote, but the actual decision making is made by corporations, global finance, etc.
Right.
So, just one final thing: where do you think we're at in the United States right now? Are we in danger of going full-scale totalitarian, or are you optimistic? What do you see as the state of things?
I'm an optimist. I'm at heart an optimist. I don't like where things are going. I'm obviously busier than I thought I would be, and I'm very concerned about the direction that things are going right now. But ultimately, I'm an optimist, and I do believe that things have to get worse before they get better.
Yes, and things are definitely getting in the worst stage. So hopefully, if they're as bad as they get, hopefully they will improve
Keep
that
up
much.
The hard work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that and for your great work you're doing to preserve our civil liberties. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, man.